In a world dominated by AI, where every corner seems to be dominated by automated creativity, standing out really does seem like a dream than reality, right? You've heard the promise before, just pop in a couple of prompts into AI and voila, you've got a digital product ready to sell on Etsy. But let's be real, with almost everybody doing the same thing, it's becoming more and more difficult to catch your customer's eye. Now, more than ever, your customers are searching for high quality, handcrafted, human created products to meet their needs, wants, and desires. But the question is, how do we stand out in this AI dominated landscape? Well, be sure to stick around because I'm going to share with you how you can use your creativity, your beautiful mind, to create digital products that are going to thrive on Etsy within a niche that is absolutely booming right now. So if you're excited, be sure to stick around for this video. Hello and welcome back. I'm Alicia and I love sharing all the raw ways that you can create digital products to sell on Etsy. Now, we've all been there, right? We've dreamed of just going over to ChatGPT and popping in a prompt to help us magically create an amazing digital product to sell on Etsy. But then reality hits. The market is flooded with AI created digital products and standing out is becoming more and more difficult. But here's a little secret. Customers are actually craving that human touch now more than ever. They're looking for heartfelt, handcrafted digital products that are going to help with their problems, solve their needs, solve their desires. And this is where you can actually shine. Now, I just want to let you know that I am not here to bash AI at all. It might sound like that, but I'm not. I actually use AI in my business all the time. I use it to help me create and come up with ideas and spark ideas for digital products, or I might use it to help, draft up copywriting tasks. But that's the important part to note, is that I'm using it to start the process, to spark the idea. Being able to input my own imagination and my own creativity into whatever I'm creating on AI is where the magic happens. And I know that there's that allure of using AI to create your products because it's quick and it's easy and it happens so fast, like within a blink of an eye. And we all know that term, that money likes speed. And I guess this is truer on Etsy now more than ever as well. So quick creation can lead to quick sales, but you've got to make sure that the creativity and the quality is also there as well. So how can we create these digital products super fast without relying solely on creating them with AI? Well, that's where the magic of using templates and PLR products come into play. And today I've got a golden niche that I want to share with you that's going to be a game changer for your Etsy shop. Okay, so I can hear you saying, Alicia, what is this digital product you're referring to? What is this niche that you're talking about? That's the golden nugget. Well, the digital product that I'm talking about is a digital reading journal. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't the digital journal niche and the digital planner niche oversaturated? Well, firstly, I don't believe in oversaturation. But secondly, I have a little secret to share with you. Now, I've been following the digital reading journal niche for quite some time now. It was around November last year, maybe even before that. I actually came across this niche while doing some Etsy research. I always like to, see what the latest trends are and see what's popular on Etsy. I always like to do that to help, my community find products that are currently selling in the marketplace. And while I was doing this research using one of my favorite go-to tools, Everbee, I actually came across some sellers that are absolutely killing it on Etsy with a digital reading journal. I actually found one seller selling upwards of $67,000 worth of this reading journal, digital reading journal, per month. Per month. Like, that's just mind-blowing, right? And there are other sellers that are selling, upwards of $40,000, $20,000, $15,000 per month on one digital product alone. Not for their whole shop, one digital product. So you can see that this niche is doing so well. The digital planner niche in general is just doing really well. And by what I've seen, it's not slowing down. It's actually going upwards in an upwards direction. People selling digital journals, digital planners are just doing really, really well on Etsy right now. And I can see this going on in the future as well. Okay, so now that you know what the digital product is, how can you quickly create a high quality digital reading journal so that you can get it selling in your Etsy shop today? Well, please let me introduce to you a special friend of mine, Maria Alejandra, who has created the digital reading journal template kit. Now, this isn't just any old template. This is a high quality, customizable solution that you can use to create your products. So whether you're an Etsy newbie or a seasoned seller, this kit is your fast track to get these products listed in your Etsy shop today. And the best part, today I'm going to be sharing with you how I would edit the template to create a digital reading journal to add to your Etsy shop, okay? You're going to be creating a unique, beautiful reading journal that customers are going to be dying to add to their cart. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump on over to my computer. I'll open up the digital reading journal template. I'm going to be sharing with you how I edit it, how I bring in certain elements to make it a really unique product. And get it ready to sell on Etsy. Okay, so I hope you're excited. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so the very first thing you're going to want to do to get a start on your reading journal is you are going to want to obviously access the reading journal template kit by Maria. And then you are going to want to go ahead and select this first chapter here, because within this first chapter, you're going to get a tour of the keynote. So this journal is created using the keynote application. So you're going to get a tour of the actual template itself. And then here is where you're going to access the actual template. So go ahead and click on Start Chapter. And then it's going to open up this area of the template kit. And then here is where you're going to access the Keynote template. So click on that button and then it's going to open up the Keynote template for you to start editing. I highly recommend just watching this video by Maria. It'll give you a tour of the template kit so you know exactly how to navigate the template so that you can create this reading journal as fast as you can. So I'm going to go ahead and download the Keynote template now. And then once it's all open and downloaded to my computer, we can run through the next step. So here is the digital reading journal template that I downloaded from the template kit. So you can see here, essentially it's a blank canvas with all the essential elements to actually make the reading journal. But now all you need to do is just add your own unique flair, your own customization to it by adding things like patterns and textures and different fonts and colors. And that's how we're going to transform this bland reading journal into something absolutely stunning. So you can see here on the left, you're going to see all the different pages within that template itself. If you go through the template tour with Maria, she's going to explain all the different elements of this journal template, but I just want to run through it briefly with you. So we've got the cover here, a couple of introductory pages. We've got different dividers, and then all of these little blue arrows are hyperlinks, which will link to different sections of the actual journal itself. So here is like the library pages. So we've got all the different library pages. We've got book reviews, book series, so which is different to the actual books that you read. So if your customer is reading a series of books, they can document that. Series review, we've got favorites, book lists, and then obviously all the pages that coincide with those different dividers, a notes section, and then we've got the back cover here. So all in all, it's 231 pages, a very meaty digital product here. You know, Maria's thought of everything and included everything within this template. So all you need to do is just come in with your customization. So when we're thinking about what we want to customize for this template, we need to think of a few things. So firstly, we are going to want to gather a whole heap of different elements and fonts in order to customize this. Now you can go ahead and simply just change things like colors and use fonts within your actual Keynote program itself. But what really makes something stand out is by thinking about how you're going to present this to your ideal customer. What is your customer going to want? If we're thinking about the cover, you might want to grab a pattern or texture to add to the cover design. You might want to think about changing the colors of the tabs, adding a background image to the background, changing the color of the strap, changing the color of the label here, changing the fonts. So in order to grab all of that, you can use places and design asset marketplaces like Creative Market, Creative Fabrica, design cuts. You can even perhaps create things like the cover within Canva if you'd like to use Canva to create your design. For me, I am going to grab a premium font. I'm going to grab some patterns and some paper textures to add to this design. And I'm going to grab that all from Creative Market. But you can, like I mentioned, you can use any other design asset marketplace to collect all these assets. Additionally, Maria in the actual template kit, she runs through exactly how she does this process, and she also goes and finds her stuff from Creative Market. So when I was thinking about what kind of digital planner design I would like to create, what I did first is actually I jumped over to Pinterest. And I started typing in some of the keywords that I would like to use within my design. So if we hop on over to Pinterest, I'm just going to open that up now. So I'm here in Pinterest and I just went to the search bar and I typed in journal covers and I just wanted to see what came up. I didn't use any specific design terms or keywords here. I just wanted to see what was currently, popular on Pinterest right now. And to do so, you just type in journal covers and then it's going to populate with the most popular pins. So you can get a general idea of what's currently out in the market at the moment. You can see, these beautiful pattern designed covers. Here we've got like a bit of a retro kind of theme, bright and colorful display fonts here. So if we click on this, for example, you can see here it's, bright and a bit retro feeling. And then once you click on one of these pins, you can scroll down and it's going to share with you similar pins associated with that. You can see here some beautiful, elements and graphics used on these designs, fun fonts. Here, some more bright design. So you can see these pastel kind of colors coming through, but I guess it's all up to you and what you prefer, what your, unique flavors and tastes are to create something uniquely yours. Okay. So we can see these beautiful lavender colors and it's even giving us like some color palette ideas. So that's what I would do. I would jump on over to Pinterest and just do a little bit of a search and see what you like. Perhaps you could create a new board and then just put all the inspirational images that you find that you like and that you would like to, base your design off as well. So that's where I would start. So based on this, I would, I love these, flowy graphics, bold, bright colors. So what I did is I jumped on over to Creative Market and I did a little bit of a search and I found a bundle of graphics that really caught my eye. So this is called the Fairy Tale Kaleidoscope Patterns. So here are some of the graphics that caught my eye. As you can see, when we jumped over to Pinterest, you could see that, those are the colors and the kind of graphics that I was actually looking at here. So if we go through these images, you can see the kind of, the bright, vibrant colors that are coming out in this pattern design. So Maria does run through this in the template kit, but you just want to make sure that any pattern bundle that you purchase is available in PNG because this is what we're going to import into our design. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this set of patterns and then I'm going to use this in my design. Additionally, I also decided to check out some of the fonts within Creative Market to add some more customization to my digital journal. In this case, I actually liked this serif style font. It's a bit more of a classic feel to it. I don't know, I just kind of liked it. So I was in search of something similar to that. And what I did find is this font here. It's called the Bakersfield Font Trio. And it's actually a bundle of 3 different fonts. And you can see that it's that serif font, which means it's got these little kind of ticks on the end of the letters. It's a more classic style font. And it also comes with a script font too. So I thought I might be able to incorporate both of these fonts into my journal. It's got like a more of a handwritten type of feel to it, which I really liked. So if we scroll on down, you can actually pop in an example of what you want to write here. So digital reading journal, and it will give you examples of what this would look like using this font. Okay, so that is the font that I'm going to import into my design. So now that we've got the pattern and the font, I guess that all that's left is if you want to get any textures. So if you wanted like a paper texture, like a certain background image that you'd like to use, you could also grab those from Creative Market or Creative Fabrica. But I already have a set of paper textures, so I'm just going to use the ones that I've already got. And in saying that, you might already have a whole heap of different design assets sitting on your computer ready for you to use. This might be the project for that, okay? So just to have a check and see what you've already got on your computer and use those to create your unique journal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab these assets now, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to import these into the actual template. Okay, I've gone ahead and collected all of the files that I need, all the images and patterns. I've also uploaded the fonts that I would like to use within this journal template. And yeah, so I've just put that all together in a folder. Maria shows this process in the template kit. So if you need clarification on that, be sure to watch that video. Well, what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to import these elements into this design. So, okay, so let's start off with something fun. Let's go ahead and change the cover image or the cover color of this journal. So in order to do that, all we need to do is select the actual cover itself. Here where it's got fill, what we want to do is instead of color fill, let's go ahead and select image fill. So I'm going to go to choose and I'm going to select one of my patterns here. I think I'm going to go with that one. So let's go to insert. Perfect. Okay, so just like that, we've updated our cover. Now, in order to make sure that the cover matches the front and the back, let's go ahead and scroll on all the way down to our back cover here. And we're going to select our back cover and we're going to go to color fill. We're going to go image fill. And again, we're going to insert. Now, you can actually change the scale of these, but just make sure that if you're changing the scale of it, you're going to want it to make sure that it matches the front cover as well. So I'm just going to leave this pretty simple today. I'm not going to do too much customization, but we're going to leave that as is so that it makes sure that it matches the front and the back. Now let's change the ribbon at the front here. So I'm going to change this color. So let's go to color fill. Now let's select a color from our design. So I'm going to go to the little round color circle here. I'm going to select the eyedropper tool and then I'm going to select one of the colors. Let's say I wanted it to be this blue color. Let's try that again. Sometimes it doesn't quite work so well. Let's try that again. Let's go color fill. Sometimes it glitches. I don't know why. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now we've changed the color of the ribbon. So let's go ahead and do the same for the back cover. So let's scroll all the way back down again and select the ribbon here. I'm going to select the eyedropper tool. Perfect. And select the eyedropper tool. Perfect. Okay, so now our ribbon's been changed. Now there are actually ways to change this automatically. So once you change it once on like the front cover, it'll change it for the back. And that's using the shape styles that Maria Alejandra has created here. If you want more in-depth tutorial on how to do that, so it's a quicker process, then I would highly recommend following her process on that. But I just wanted to share with you how you can customize this quite quickly. Okay, so what else have we got here? Let's say we wanted to change the fonts. So I'm going to select the reading journal font here, and then go up here to where it says text, and then go to font. and then find the font that I just uploaded to my computer. So Bakersfield Serif. Now we can see that this is quite small, so let's go ahead and increase the size of that. Let's take it up to 150 and see how that looks. Perfect. You can also change the spacing between the letters. So let's say we wanted to change that. We could go here to character spacing. Let's take that down to 1. Perfect. Actually, I might increase the size of that. 170. Beautiful. Okay, so now that we've changed that, what you're going to see up here is a little update button. So if you want to update that throughout the entire journal, all you would do is click the update button, and then all of the fonts labeled divider title are going to be updated. So if we go to the divider here, you can see now this font has been updated. Pretty cool, right? So, it just takes all the heavy lifting off of you. So if you wanted to change other fonts within the journal, what you would do is you would select that font. You would go to the font again, select the font that you'd like to change it to, and then, change the sizing if you need to. So let's go to 50 on that. I'm going to change the spacing to 1%. And I'm going to go update. Perfect. Here you would put in your name. Perfect. Okay, so that is how you would change the fonts. Now you can do the same for the tabs as well. But in order to change the tabs, what you do need to do is you need to go to the edit slide layout, as this is incorporated in so much of the actual template itself. That's where you're going to be able to change it. So let's go to edit slide layout. And let's go to the tab font here. So tabs is selected. Let's go to font. I'm going to change that also to the sans serif font. Can't see that, so let's increase that to, let's say, 40. We're going to change the spacing to 1 again. Perfect. Let's actually increase that to 60. Much better. That's been cut off there, so let's go 50. If you do see that getting cut off, you can actually increase the size of the text box. Okay, perfect. Let's go to update on that. And now all of the tabs are updated. So if we get out of the master slide now, you can see that that's been updated. You can also change the color of the tabs as well. You can do this as a shape style, or you can do this individually. Let's select one of these tabs. So essentially this is an element, it's a box. Let's go ahead to style. Let's go color fill, and let's go ahead and select perhaps a different color. Okay, so let's say we wanted this to be one of the colors that we've got in our element. So let me bring in one of the elements. This, for example, let's just pop this in here just for the time being, and then I'll delete that out in a second. But let's go ahead and select one of the colors from here. So I'm going to get the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to select maybe this pinkish color. Yep, I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and update the style. So what you can do is here where it's got style, what you need to do is you need to reference back to the template kit. So inside of the actual the hub where all the the videos and the template is, you're going to see where this is located. I believe it's this one here. So if we go here, yeah, okay. So let's go to again, color fill, eyedropper tool, select that color again. And then what you do is you right click on that box and you want to go to redefine style from selection, and that will change all of the tabs within our design. So let's go 15 objects use this style. Yes. Do you want to update all the objects that use this current style? And we want to go okay. So let's go okay on that. And now all of the tabs have been updated. Let's go ahead and delete this element. Okay, very good. Now let's go ahead and change the background image. So I think I'm going to select a color for that as well. So let me bring in my my reference image again, or the pattern that I'm using. So let's just go ahead and bring this in here. Let's bring this down over here. Okay, let's select our background, and I'm going to go to style, color fill. We want to get the dropper again, and let's say I wanted to select maybe this yellow. Maybe not. Let's go this color here. Perfect. Okay. doesn't really matter what, but as long as you're referencing like the actual colors used in your cover, it really does help. So let's go ahead and delete that. So now our background has been changed. Another thing you can do here is you can change the paper background color. So let's say we wanted to bring in that textured paper graphic that I had. So what I would do is I would go to color fill and change this to image fill. Go ahead and choose my image, and then here is my textured paper, and I'm going to go insert. Other things you want to edit here are the name or your website here, so you can add in your details here or your shop name here. I'm just going to add that just now, and then also you can change the color of the other pages here. So select the page color here, color fill. I'm going to just select the same color here, and again the same color here. Perfect. Okay, so that is the majority of the elements within our design done. Let's go to done on that. Perfect. So now the background has been updated, all the tabs have been updated, and the text of the tabs have been updated. Looking pretty cool. Another thing you can update is the color or the background image of these divider stickers. Select the actual sticker itself, go to color fill. You can change this to a color, or you can change this to the image fill. I'm going to use that textured paper again. So go to insert, and again, you can actually use tile or scale to fill if you wanted a little bit more depth to that. Now, I believe that this is a shape style as well, so we can update this throughout the entire journal. So let's go to right click on that, redefine style from selection. 7 objects are used, so let's go OK, and now all of the dividers should change. See, we can see that that's been changed here. Perfect. Now we can see here that these dividers haven't been updated, but you can either change these individually. So you can see that there's 7, I think, different sections or dividers within this journal. You can have a different pattern on every single divider of this journal, but for ease and simplicity and to make this as quick as possible, I'm just going to make sure that all of them have the same thing. So in order to do that, all you would do is you would select one of the dividers, you would go to color fill and change this to image fill. We're going to choose our pattern. I might actually do this checker pattern just for something fun. So let's go to insert. I'm going to go tile on that and see what that looks like. What happens if we change? Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And then to change the all of the dividers, let me just make that maybe a bit smaller. Very cool. So to change all the dividers, let's try this one. Let's go OK, and we'll see if that's the correct one. Let's have a look at it. Oh, perfect. So all of our dividers have now been updated. Perfect. Okay, so now as we can see here within our design, we can see that the text here hasn't been updated. Now, in order to change the text for these, what we need to do is we need to select one of the pages. We want to go to text. We want to go to font, and I'm actually going to select one of the script fonts. So the Bakersfield script font. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make that a bit bigger. Lovely. That looks great. Okay, so I'm going to want to update all the page titles. So let's go ahead and click update on that. And then all of the pages should be updated. Perfect. So all you want to do is just run through the entire journal and just check over all of the different sections and all the different pages and see where you might want to add your customization. So for example, here the text hasn't been updated. So let's go ahead and update all of those texts. So here we've got the divider button selected. I'm going to change that to this one here. Again, we want to increase the size of that because we can't see that. And we want to decrease the character spacing. And maybe we'll make that a bit bigger, 80. Perfect. Let's go ahead and update. Additionally, you can change other things here. You can make it bold, italic, change the color if you like. That might be something that you might want to, play around with. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is. So let's go update. And now all of those have been updated. You can see that throughout the entire journal. It looks great. I'm loving it. Very cute. Okay, so additionally, you can change the style of these buttons by changing the thickness of the line. You can get rid of the line. You can change the color of the background. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go to style. We're going to go to color fill. I'm going to select a color on this one. So let's go ahead and perhaps select that color there. I'm going to change the thickness of the border. And maybe the color of the border. Okay, just for something fun, let's do that. And I believe it is this one, I think. So let's go here and redefine style from selection. Let's go okay, perfect. So now all of those have been updated. Very cool. Other things you can change all of the elements here. So the boxes, the text here, you can change these quotation elements. So you can change the colors, the thickness of the boxes. You can change absolutely everything. And I would recommend changing everything because that way you can make yourself a unique journal, okay? There's probably a couple more things that you can change. So here, this background of the actual planner itself, that needs to be changed within the slide layout. So let's go to the slide layout now. Okay, so let's go ahead and change the planner background. So let's get the pattern that we used for the cover, because essentially this is the cover. So let's go to color fill and change that to image fill again. We want to go to choose. And let's select our image cover. Perfect. Very good. So that changes that. And we also need to change it for the back cover as well. So let's go ahead and select color fill, image fill, and it's already selected it for us. Perfect. Okay, so let's go to done. Excellent. So now if we have a look, so we can see now that that plan has been updated. It's looking fantastic, okay? So I probably won't go through much more than that. If you want to go into more depth about how to customize the planner, how you're going to save it, how you're going to upload it into your Etsy shop, then obviously Maria goes into more depth about that. But let me go ahead and just edit a couple more things, and then I'm going to save it as a PDF document so you can see how this final product looks, and you can see how I've customized it. Okay, so here we go, my friend. Here is the final journal that I created. I haven't completed every single page in here. I just wanted to create this just so that we could get a good look at what I've, done so far. But you can see it's fun, it's bright, it's vibrant, and it's kind of similar to a couple of the journals that we had a look on over at Pinterest. So you can see we took that bland grey template and we've created something quite magnificent. You'll notice that all of the tabs here are hyperlinked. So if we were to select the library tab, it would take us to the library divider. All of these are hyperlinked so you can so your customers can navigate this quite easily. But let's go back home. So here is the welcome page. If we scroll down, we've got the library, what we just saw, and then all of the contents of that library, with our custom fonts, our paper texture, our colored tabs. So if we went to book reviews now, we can see we've got our divider here with all the different sections within the book reviews, series review, if we wanted to do our favorites. So now here is all the favorite pages within this journal, and so on and so forth. So if we go to notes now and we scroll on down past all of the notes pages, let's have a look at the back cover as well, so we know that that matches to what we designed. It looks great. I'm really, really happy with it. And like I mentioned, this was just a brief overview of how I would customize this journal template using the template that's provided by Maria. But by all means, go ahead and check out all of the step-by-step tutorials that Maria has within the template kit, as this will give you a more in-depth look into how you can easily create your own unique reading journal. And there you have it, my friend. We just created a digital reading journal ready to sell on Etsy. Now, the digital world is vast, right? Everything is changing so quickly. But by utilizing the right tools and templates, by using your beautiful brain, your imagination, your creativity, and your human touch, you can create incredible digital products that are going to be adored by your customers. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, click the link in the description box below to go ahead and check out the Digital Reading Journal Template Kit by my good friend Maria Alejandra. Now, in this journal kit, you're going to get the template itself. You're going to get easy to follow, quick tutorial, step-by-step process on how to edit and customize your journal to get it ready to be listed. You're also going to get a bundle of Canva templates so you can create your Etsy listing images. So there is no excuse. You can go ahead, edit your template and get it listed onto your Etsy shop today. I cannot wait to see the incredible digital products you create using this template kit. If you have any other questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the chat box below, and I'll try my best to get back to you. Okay, I'm wishing you all the very best, and I just want to remind you that you have all the ideas in your brain, okay? You've got everything you need to create something amazing and something super spectacular. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.